my child barricade contractor this whole.
The anger expressed by the mayor of the city of Panji, Rohit Monserrat, is actually correct. But is it on time? Is it in the correct time? Is what the entire city dwellers are asking. There has been a lot of troubles that people are facing because of the smart city works that are going on in a haphazard manner in the entire city, which has resulted in road closures and a recent accident also. The anger of the CCP could have come much earlier and the corrections could have been done much earlier is what people are saying. In today's episode of Ground Zero, we are going to review the entire works that are happening in the city of Panji, the delay that has happened in these works, and why the city has been facing the entire trouble because of the work of smart city that is going on. We'll take you around the city. We'll talk to people. We'll show you what the people's reactions are in this episode of Ground Zero on Herald TV. First, the death of a labourer in Raibandar, then unrelenting troubles to the Panji city dwellers, and now an accident that kills a 21-year-old. PANJIM is silently watching all this happen without blinking an eye. But till what extent will the city dwellers remain docile? This is what the observers have to say.
A criminal charge has to be filed against smart city operators as well as any other person who is responsible for this. Because a well-known person died that day, a young boy, 21 years old. He died. It could be anyone. It doesn't have to be a well-known person. But why is this happening? Our consultants are rogues, and so are our politicians. It's time we put an end to this. It's time there's a collective will that will get rid of the current dispensation, certainly in PANJIM and also in Goa. I think the anger has reached the limit. It can happen to anyone. It could happen to my son. It could happen to my daughter. It could happen to me. I could fall in that pit. It's terrible. It's criminal. Nothing short of criminal.
This is nothing but a state-sponsored killing. Yes, smart city लागून पयली इतली वर्सां डॅमेज जायत येयल्या तातूंत फायनली आतां हें कोणाचो तरी जीव वचपाची आज पाळी येयली. आमी कितली बोवाळ मारूंक ना ही स्मार्ट सिटी इज गॉन कंप्लिटली हेवायर म्हणून. कांयच स्मार्ट सिटी बद्दल या मिशना बद्दल कांयच सारकें जावंक ना. रायट फ्रॉम नोव्हेंबर 2001 पासून आमी बोवाळ मारीत येयल्या. हाका रिस्पॉन्सिबल म्हणटा ते तुजे पुलीस, तुजो कलेक्टर, तुजो हेल्थ आनी CCP हे सगळे ऑथॉरिटीज, इतल्यो ऑथॉरिटीज आसून कोणेच हेजेर एक्शन घेना, कोणूच कांय करूंक सोदिना.
पळय स्मार्ट सिटीचे तूं पळोवंक वचत जाल्यार एकलो पळय लेबरर पयलो इंजर्ड जालोलो आनी आतां 2 जाण मेल्या स्मार्ट सिटीच्या डायरेक्ट इम्प्लिकेशन डायरेक्टली बिकॉज ऑफ स्मार्ट सिटी. दीस इज द सेकंड डेथ. हो पळय भुरगो मेला तो आमचो गोंयचो भुरगो, गोंयकार. हो पळय भुरगो ही इज तेजी कांयच फॉल्ट ना. He has lost his life because of the smart city work which is so badly managed and so badly done. And गेल्या 6 म्हयने आमी कंटिन्युअसली पळयता टँकर फसता, हें फसता, तें फसता, हें सगळें आमी पळयता. पूण हेजी जबाबदारी कोणूच घेयना. स्मार्ट सिटीचो पळय चेअरमॅन आहा तो गोंयचो चीफ सेक्रेटरीन इमिजिएटली रिजायन दिवंक जाय, कित्याक ते कोणें जायना हें काम. एंड इट इज नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग, इट इज अ बिग डील. अ पर्सन लुजींग हिज लायफ बिकॉज ऑफ शॉडी वर्क. म्हणजे तुम्ही काम तुमच्या कळना ना जाल्यार बंद करो ना, तुम्ही सोडून दिया पोस्ट, रिजायन जा सगळे. स्मार्ट सिटीचो पळय हे चेअरमॅन आहा तो चीफ सेक्रेटरी ताणें रिजायन दिवपाची इमिजिएटली.
Development of the city is not at the cost of human lives. Human life is very important to enjoy the benefits of the city. But what benefits of the city citizen have got till date, I do not know. The project was conceptualized among hundreds of smart cities in India. PANJIM was chosen and special government company was incorporated, having chief secretary also in charge. Contracts were given, high consultant fees, but there is no at all precautionary measures on public works undertaking. There are no proper barricades, half-hazard barricades. Mud is thrown on the road. No water is put for that. So we are breathing mud, eating mud and sleeping with mud.
हांगाय कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराची जबाबदारी. हांगाय कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरान पळोवंक जाय आसलें की बाबा हें आपलें सगळें सारकें आसा काय ना, आपले सेफ्टी मेजर्सा लोकांक त्रास जावंक जायना म्हणून आपणे बॅरिकेड केला काय ना.
आपणे ते कोण भुरगो मनीस दवरला काय ना, आज ट्रॅफिक मॅनेज करपाक तेजी ड्युटी. आज तूं ट्रॅफिक जाम जाता, दीसभर पिपल्साडे पळया तुमी कशें गाडयो लायनी लागता. आयच्यान स्कुलां स्टार्ट जाल्या, तुमी चिंता थंय कितें जावपाचें आसा. तुमी ट्रॅफिक मॅनेज करना, तुमी हांगासर सगळी धूळ जाल्या, सगळी तुमी मायनींग एरियाच्या पास्ट आमचे एरिया जाला, तुमी उदक मानना, कोणाचेंच लक्ष ना. म्हणजे कितें चल्लां खंय तरी हें स्टॉप जावंक जाय. लोकांक स्मार्ट सिटी काम जाय आशिल्लें, लोकांक चिंतिल्लें की स्मार्ट सिटी बरी पणजी जातली म्हणून. पूण अशा तरेन न्ही, अशा तरेन लोक म्हणटात आमकां आमी आशिल्ले तेच बरें आसलें, हें आमकां नाका म्हणून. कित्याक ही स्मार्ट सिटी खरेंच स्मार्ट सिटी नांवाची एक जी साडेसाती हे लोकांक पणजेकारांक लागलेली आसा. हे जर साश्टीन जाल्लें तेन्ना थंय उदो पेटपाचो म्हणून सारकें लोक तुका तें काम न्ही, सगळें मशिनार हेंचें उदो लावन उडोवपाचो. पूण हांगा तशें लोकांचें उजो सोड, हांगा कोण लोक उलोवपाक सुद्दां तयार ना. अशीच हांगा परिस्थितीन सगळे लोक सहन करता म्हणून हेंच्या सगळ्यांचें फावला.
ना सगळे तातूंत टोटल हांव पयलीं सांगलें मिस मॅनेजमेंट आनी नो प्रॉपर एक्झिक्युशन. आनी हातूंत कितलो आतां सद्या मेजर जो इशू आसा, बाकीचे इशूज आसा पळय आर लायक नाव टायनी कम्पेर्ड टू दीस मेजर. हातूंत लोकांचे बिजनेसीस बंद जावपाक लागले, कळ्ळें न्ही. डेंजर टू हेल्थ ड्यू टू सिवरेज आनी डेंजर ऑफ एक्सिडंट्स. सो हांव सद्या होच विशय चड फोकसांत दवर म्हणटा, हेच सपया. मागीर टू बी हार्श वर्ड्स वापरपाक पिडा एक्झॅक्टली कंप्लीट जावन हें जावंक जाय.
In 2015-16, the capital city of PANJIM along with 12 other cities across India had received a funding under Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation Scheme for the works of improvement of water supply, sewerage networks and septage management, stormwater drains, urban transport and provision of green spaces. Of the total sanctioned 495.11 crore, Goa for Panji got 59.44 crore. Sewerage work that was approved under this Amrut scheme still continues to be done. The accident in Mala Panjim that killed a young life has exposed that the accident is a result of unjustified 8 years delay in resumption and completion of the Amrut mission works.
See, ह्या इन्सिडेंटाची तरी इन्क्वायरी चालू आहा. इन्क्वायरी जावनी रिपोर्ट येतलो आनी ह्या इन्सिडेंटाची आमकां एक नोटीसूय आयल्या ह्युमन रायट्स कमिशनाची. आमी ताचेर उत्तर दितले. थोडे टायम लाव, उत्तर तुमकां कळटलें कितें आमचें तें.
प्रिकॉशन मेजर्स कितें घेवपाचे आसा?
स्मार्ट सिटी स्पेसिफीक लोकेशनार जेचं सेफ्टी अँड सिक्युरिटीचे कांयच प्रोविजन नाही आसा.
नो, आय डोंट अग्री दॅट there is no measure deployed. Even in this case, some measures were deployed, but I don't want to comment right now. Let the inquiry happen. Let all the facts be brought to the notice. Wait for a couple of days. We will bring all facts of this incident. No, workers issue is separate. This is about public safety. We are talking about public safety. We are saying that certain measures are taken. Maybe they were inadequate and all. Let the inquiry specify.
आता लोकेशन साधायचे सगळे सेफ्टी मेजर्स तुम्ही घेतले?
आता सध्या लोकेशनाचेर सगळे सेफ्टी मेजर्स घेतिल्ले आसा. इन्क्वायरीचेर तर कळ्ळें आनीक थोडे सेफ्टी मेजर वाडोवपाची आसा. आमी मान्य आमी करतले. पूण इन्क्वायरी जावनी आनी आमचे जे उत्तर कमिशनाक वतले ते उत्तर तुमकां मेळटलेच. इट विल बी पब्लीक.
आणि कामां डेडलायनाचे पयलीं कामां कंप्लीट जावपाक शकता?
ना, तुमकां खबर आहा आमी कामाची स्पीडूय वाडयल्या. सगळे तरेन कामां जाता. डेडलायन मेळोवपाची हो प्रयत्न चालूच आसा.
सर, हू इज डुइंग इन्क्वायरी? सर, इज द सेकंड इन्सिडेंट हेच्या पयलीं रायबंदराक डेथ जाली. कितले हे
डोंट लिंक बोथ द इन्सिडेंट्स. वन इन्सिडेंट वॉज वर्क रिलेटेड.
ओके.
कामार जाला तो इन्सिडेंट. हो कामार इन्सिडेंट हो पब्लीक सेफ्टीचो विशय. दोन्ही विषय वेगळे आहा. एनीवे इन्क्वायरी.
हू इज डुइंग इन्क्वायरी? सर, बट सर इन्क्वायरी कोण करता?
The city fathers, however, shouldn't mistake the silence of Panjekars as their weakness. The city being dug up altogether has sent the lives and livelihoods of people for a toss. Santines is the worst affected areas as digging continues even till date. Who is to be blamed? Mayor of CCP Rohit Monserrat, who has in a way inherited these issues surrounding the smart city works, spoke exclusively to Herald TV. Watch. We have with us the mayor of the corporation of city of Panji, Rohit Monserrat. We are going to talk to him about the entire issues that the city is facing as far as the works of smart city is concerned, and try to understand from him what actually realistic solution is according to him, and the entire discussions that he had. Rohit, a lot of work is going on. Roads are closed. People are suffering because of dust and so many things. Recently there was an accident where ultimately the CCP and the smart city is being blamed for it. People are saying that you have come in a little too late with your anger against the entire works and the troubles that you do. What do you have to say about that?
See, basically all the works have been, now we have basically have a period of 6 months to finish a lot of the work. As per this thing, otherwise all of the project, that's a deadline basically, in 6 months. Now a lot of since they've started also, it's not like we've been absent. I remember there were issues at Sheetal, where the sewage line has been overflowing for the past few months. I remember we were there every day for a few months to get that issue resolved. Now the problem is, now since the deadline is so short, a lot of contractors are doing their work simultaneously and they're doing it very quickly. And honestly doing it very sharply also. So now what we have to ensure, especially after the death of that thing, which was horrible, now unfortunately that should not have happened. Now what we have to do is basically on Monday we've done an inspection with all the concerned departments, and we've highlighted all of the safety failures as of now. So prior to that we had written to the Smart City MD stating that we would like an assessment of the safety report within a period of 15 days, pending which the payment should be withheld. That is in the letter that we've sent them. Also now we've given them 2 days to rectify all of the issues that we saw. So now CCP, now we have instructed our commissioner also to basically do whatever is within his legal limits, whether it is filing police cases against them, we should do that. Now, a lot of people seem to think also that the CCP is undertaking a lot of the work, which is not true. The CCP is not undertaking a single work. Now, because it is happening in the city, the CCP is taking a lot of the blame. So that is one of the major challenges that we've been facing. So the moment we step in, a contractor throws his hands up and say, fine, we're not doing our work, then the project gets held up again. So like that, we have a lot of issues also that we've been facing. So we're trying to rectify all of those.
But what we are seeing is there is a time frame that you have to finish the work in, and also there have been problems in completion. Who do you think is to be blamed for that?
See, the Smart City mission was started in 2016. Now, unfortunately, it so happened that all the works were tendered only in the last year. Okay, so now because of that, there's a shortfall of time, which is why everyone's rushing. See, I must say, all of the work that is being done in the city is required. Now, if you look at the Mala pumping station also, that the moment the project was commissioned, this is the first time, I think in 15 years, that Mala has not flooded. The first time. The problem is now everyone is only seeing the destruction that Smart City is causing. Nobody is seeing the benefits. Now you look at opposite Kampal Clinic. That road is perfect. There are no issues. You will not have to touch that road for the next 15 years. See, that is what we want for Panjim. We want development. What we are angry about is basically the pace and the inconvenience that has been caused. Now in the city also. Because they are in a hurry to complete, now they've broken up in all the single roads. Sometimes without the permission of CCP, sometimes without notifying the police also. There are a lot of problems. Now why we stepped in also now is because we don't want those problems to happen anymore also. So now basically what the MD has said, now he's good. I believe he can do his job extremely well also. That's the reason why he's been placed over there. Now he has instructed the contractors to basically finish one road completely, then move on to the rest road, then move on to the rest road. So that way the whole city is not inconvenienced also. So now we'll be doing regular inspections to check the safety of every aspect of the contractor's work and everything.
We can see that to some extent this problem you have inherited actually. These works that have been passed quite before your regime. You have inherited them. How are you handling the criticism that is coming because of that?
Basically, you will hear Uday, you will hear Suren, you will hear all these people say, like councillors don't know anything. But the plans were passed during your time. Uday's signature is there on the plans also. Now they are absolutely well aware of what the scope of the work is and everything else. You cannot say nobody knows now basically. All it takes is for you to pick up to find a contractor's number is not hard if you're that interested. I remember every time there's an issue, for example, there's an issue in Miramar, you will never see the councillors of that area there at all. We will have to come in, we will have to do the work because honestly nobody wants to touch this work also. Because everyone is so scared of the criticism. But somebody will have to eventually start taking responsibility for it also. So we want to, at least from a safety aspect, we want to make sure that nothing happens to the citizens of Panjim. So that is my primary concern as of now.
Okay. Finally, for the people who are facing the brunt of all these works, what would you like to assure them as far as these works are concerned?
See, I just want to see the development is necessary. Now, even our sewage lines that we have were laid by the Portuguese 50 years ago. If you look at any sewage problem, it's because the pipes are cracked, there are problems with the tank. So this is extremely urgent work. Now, first of all, I want to apologize to the people because the way it's been carried on so far, but we want to get everything done as quickly as possible. See, the quicker the work gets done, the quicker we can get back to our lives also, and we don't have to worry about anything else. Once we have proper footpaths, once our roads are done properly also, the city will change. See, all of this infrastructure is actually required. Like I said, like I keep highlighting that Mala project also. That is the first time where Mala has not flooded. It is a huge boon to the people of that area. So like that, the development is required. So we will make sure, we will push the MD to make sure that everything goes properly. CM is also having a meeting with everybody on the 10th also, so we will address all of the issues that we face. And hopefully all of those issues.
The deadline, I think, is 6 months.
It's 6 months, so June, July is when it's supposed to get.
Anything else remains after the 6 months to be completed?
No, in terms of smart city, everything is supposed to get done by that time. It's a set thing. Otherwise, the center takes all the money back.
The Azad Maidan, which is usually full with protests against the government and the authorities for troubling people, has been missing the protests against the works of smart city that have been going on in Panji. The people have not protested against the entire works that have been going on in the smart city Panji in the manner in which they have caused the troubles to the people. The CCP should not test the patience of the people anymore, and the CCP mayor Rohit Monser has to keep his word of completing the works in 6 months, pushing the smart city to complete the work in a proper manner with all safety protocols. With camera person Upen Naik, this is Pratik Parab for Herald TV.